Morning, partner, from a windy mother city.
Morning, yes, just a bit of a breeze this morning, partner. Can you tell? Yeah, we're at Cape Town Station this morning, and it's busy and it's windy. Yes.
Yeah. So is this your day one? That's your start of your road on the election bars as you move from the Western Cape across the Eastern Cape to KZN over the next couple of days?
Yes, we got here in the afternoon yesterday. It was very quiet for what was a public holiday. You would imagine that, the streets of Cape Town would be bustling, especially over a long weekend, that it would be the destination of choice. But just chatting to people who'd spent the long weekend here, some of them really wasn't that busy. Just a few tour groups, almost like a ghost town, and we were in the CBD. But I suppose, after the recent water crisis and just in general, whether it's the state of the economy, whether people can afford to travel, I don't know exactly what the reason was, but hopefully we'll find out over the next 24 hours. But let's chat to a young Cape Townian. Namhla Monakali is a student. She is studying journalism. She's in her first year. We're going to chat to her about just what life is like as a student. She is in Cape Town, and about that election that's coming up. Namhla, good morning. And thanks for your time this morning. Now, you are newish to Cape Town. You've gone between Cape Town and Port Elizabeth. You're back here to study at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, studying journalism. I'd like your thoughts on the upcoming election. Are you excited about it? Are you going to be voting?
It's so unfortunate, Vika, because I will not be voting this year, as I'm also not registered, and it's all because I feel like the system and the curriculum has failed us in some way, because we were not given actually the basics and the foundation of what politics are, and coming from a Model C school and coming from a school where we don't have history and all that. So it simply is that I don't have the fundament. I think that we should be educated on what politics are, and I just had to grapple along the way on what are manifestos, what are their ideologies, and being in varsity, and that was quite a challenge for me, I must say.
And what about your friends and family? What are they saying about elections and whether they'll be voting? I know from our chat on the bus on the drive here, you were telling me that your dad is quite politically active. He loves his politics, but why hasn't that rubbed off on you?
Simply put, I feel that if it was because of the foundation that was laid, I would have had the drive and been determined to vote. But because I lacked the foundation of politics itself in South Africa, then I feel that, and none of my friends actually speak about politics, and I think they don't see it as necessary for them to vote, because they don't know what are these political parties are doing for them. And yeah.
So you and your friends have not heard from political parties, the message from political parties has not gotten through to you?
As much as we have heard, Vika, I won't lie, it just doesn't interest us, because of the foundation as well. So if we had the drive, if we had the determination to vote, then I feel we would have been registered as we speak.
So as a young person, what are your issues though? What are the things that consume you day to day? What are the things that make you happy or unhappy about South Africa at the moment?
The things that make me unhappy about South Africa at the moment is actually the way the structure itself. Not that we can change what has been done or our past or anything, but the structure and the economy and schooling. It's quite a challenge as a black South African, and being in Cape Town where you have no family and you try to grapple with life and all that's around you.
So what's the future that you see for yourself? Well, in the near future, let's talk about you just come to Cape Town to study, your near future, and then the distant future.
My near future is probably becoming a journalist, a successful one, and as I've worked in the industry before, so I see myself out there. Yeah, I see there's a high chance of me becoming one.
There's no money in this business, right?
Yeah, I absolutely know that.
And it's not very glamorous, as you've seen.
Yeah, I know that as well.
Okay, and so your friends and yourself and your family, what are your concerns for them? What are the things that keep you up at night? What are the things that worry you about growing up and studying and trying to get into the workforce in the country?
It's basically to wake up not knowing where crime is an issue. So we wake up from distances, as I live in Promeleni right now. We wake up not knowing what the trains will hold for you, what, transport, traffic. So those are our worries at the moment, the places that we live, accommodation closer to campus, so those are specifically our worries.
But you wouldn't leave. You would stay here.
I would stay. I wouldn't leave. I'm quite determined.
She's quite determined, as you can hear, partner, because we braved the wind. She stayed out here with me, come out really early as well. Namhla will be spending the day with us on the election bus. And just so you know, anybody in Cape Town who has a story to tell us, come and share your moment of truth with us, like Namhla has, telling us she's not going to vote and why she's not going to vote and why her young friends are not going to vote as well. The political messages not really getting to them. She blames the education system. She says politics was never a feature, history was never a feature. So you come through to us, give us your moment of truth. If you want to find us, it's hashtag eNCA election bus, and if you want to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, it's at eNCA News.
Partner, before you go from Cape Town, where are you headed to next? Just give us a little bit of a preview. Where are you off to after Cape Town?
Well, we're hoping to get to Mitchell's Plain later. We'd like to delve into the issues of gangsterism. We want to talk about the effects of drugs and alcohol. We want to see if those who are, hopefully we'll find somebody who will talk to us and tell us whether, if they are involved in the world of gangsterism, does politics feature in their daily discussions? Is the election even on their radar? We're also focusing largely on women's issues here in the Western Cape partner. So we're hoping to do a bit of a panel discussion, which you will see at some point a little later on, with women in their 20s, 30s and their 40s as well. So hopefully next stop, Mitchell's Plain, and who knows where the bus is going to take us, where the wind is going to take us today. That's what we'll have to decide.
Okay, take care, partner. That's Yveka Rangapha, election bus of eNCA now on the ground in Cape Town.